The beginning after the end. A name that carries weight in the webtoon and light novel world. A fan favorite for its rich world building, a powerful main character, and a premise that goes beyond your average otherworlds. But now that the anime adaptation has finally arrived, one of the most hyped premieres of the spring season, something unexpected happened. It flopped. Or, at least, it didn't hit the way fans were hoping. So what went wrong? Why are longtime fans left scratching their heads, and why does the first episode already sit at a disappointing 6.6 on my anime list? Let's break it down. Why fans are disappointed with the beginning after the end. Let's get the obvious out of the way first, the animation. Now, I don't want to be offensive to studio staffs, but the results speak for itself. Fans were expecting a feast, and instead, they got a school lunch. One of the most upvoted comments on Reddit described the animation as bland and generic. Faces lack expression, movements feel stiff, and the whole episode misses the visual impact fans hoped would sell the magic of this world. Sure, some of this could be chalked up to the episode's slower pacing. It focuses more on setup than spectacle, but here's the thing, that's no excuse in the age of anime where first impressions matter more than ever. Just look at Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, or even Solo Leveling. They all knew to open with a bang. Would it have hurt to throw in a flashy flash-forward fight scene even if it wasn't from the exact same timeline? Something to showcase the potential of what's to come? Instead, we're left with muted tones, slow pacing, and a color palette that, while artistic, feels a bit lifeless to some viewers. Where's the charm? The second big issue? Tone. Fans of the webtoon and light novel remember the beginning after the end, having a solid dose of lighthearted humor, especially in the early arcs. A grown man reincarnated as a baby? There's comedy gold in that premise alone. But the anime seems to sidestep that. Instead, the tone leans heavy. We spend time in Arthur's past life as a battle-hardened king, see extended shots of war and bloodshed, and get deep monologues that remind us. This dude's been through it, and that's fine in moderation. But without the levity to balance it out, the first episode risks feeling emotionally one note. What could have been a dynamic introduction feels more like a slow burn that never quite lights. There are hints of humor in the contrast between Arthur's mature thoughts and his baby body, but they're subtle, maybe too subtle. The burden of high expectations. Let's be honest, part of the backlash isn't just about what the anime did, but what fans hoped it would do. When you're adapting a beloved series with a loyal fanbase, expectations aren't just high, they're sky high. And the moment something feels off, fans notice. Whether it's the pacing, the tone, or the animation budget, it all gets magnified. It's not that the episode was bad. It's that it wasn't great. And in a genre as crowded as iSky, mediocrity can be fatal. Most of the time you can say that. Even myself, sometime I watch trash iSky, but at least they sprinkle some animation even for 3 seconds here and there, but for debate it's horrible. So, is the beginning after the end doomed? The story is good, that for sure, that's why the fans are super angry about the adaptation. But what we get is a hard to accept. The story received some damage and make it hard for new fan to join in. There's a solid foundation here. The story has depth, the characters have potential, and the world is just waiting to be explored. But if the anime wants to win back its audience, it needs to adapt smarter, not just translate the source material, but elevate it. The fans showed up with love. Now it's up to the anime to show up with fire.